This Liberating Act involves women going out of their way to end oppression. Oppression is where individuals are very unjustly getting mistreated, especially by the overuse of power by the government. I chose to do this liberating feminist act because women are not achieving the full equality that they need. This happened in most of the European, African, and Middle Eastern culture, and is something that's been going on for years and which women still do face today. What women do to try to change this is to raise their voices while attending a women's rights movement. They volunteer to work together to whatever needs to be done to achieve this justice. They're open to big surprises, and they challenge events and so forth. Women very rarely could leave the house. All they were doing at the time were house chores, while men, on the other hand, could participate in some form of act, like go to war, vote, participate in the political system, which women could not. Women could not vote or participate in the political system or even own any sort of property. This relates to some form of change because the term system of oppression helps women better identify the inequity that goes on. It helps them better identify the historical and organized patterns of mistreatment that have been going on. And together, they are fighting to change these issues. The outcomes of this feminist liberating act were that women eventually participated in hunting, and there was a maintaining of the concentration in wealth, which also meant that children were required to inherit that wealth. And another issue was that same-sex marriages have been inferior, but they were still being continued. So overall, it's very important to talk about this because women have been facing a lot of inequality, racism, sexism, and so forth, and are trying to change this the best they can.